All right. Let's confirm that the mic is on. Yes, it is. How's it going, everybody? Off to a later start here on Saturday, but nonetheless, having a good one. Let's get the game going. Had a bit of an issue. The stream started, and I always make my YouTube like streams ahead of time, and when it launched, it created a new stream. So the stream already created with all the information already on it was just sitting there. It was very bizarre. Very bizarre. Let's turn that down a little bit. So I had to like end the stream real quick and then redirect it. Hope you're all having a good one. Sorry for that weird start. So the plan for today. Yesterday I was talking about going over to Nova Hammerden. I am not. For right now, I'm going to be on Smite Hammers. And when I finally get my guide made, which is hopefully tonight, tomorrow, somewhere there, then I'll begin the point of transitioning. The main reason why it's the blessings, because right now I have literally the best Shred Lightning blessing that you could get. This would be pretty pointless on a Nova Hammerden, and I would probably change it out. That sucks if that had to go away. I also got close to the most perfect spell damage leashes health. This would most definitely go away on Nova Hammerden. So I don't really want to have to mess with all the blessings. I hope they make that change soon that they said that they're going to be doing, which is what they want to do is they want to have you save the blessings that you have gotten, and then that way you can just click a button and reuse it. How are you guys doing today? Let's go over to live chat. We are going to pop that out for YouTube. You know, everything got a little bungled earlier today. Hope you're all having a good one. All right, let's get that right there. Hey, what up, Christian? How's it going, man? How you doing tonight? All right, let's actually go run some 620 corruption. Let's my poor Disco. Me and some people are in Jericho's VC, and it's pretty fun. VC? What's a VC? Oh, you're talking to him over voice. That's cool. All right, let's actually get into some gameplay. Again, sorry, folks. 620 corruption. This is the highest I pushed with any hammer build. Well, at least I could still take a hit. Oh, whatever this is, I'm probably gonna need it. Yeah, well, no, not really. Hey, what up, Brenda? Not losing my streak. No, 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 no. Not losing your streak at all. Okay. So how's everybody doing today? You guys do anything fun for Saturday? I personally kind of hit that bottle yesterday. That alcoholic bottle. I didn't drink enough water, so I had to kind of recover. It's been a while too. I don't drink a lot anymore. Man, they're definitely doing damage. Holy moly. Well, we do have 2 damage modifiers on. Oh, jeez. See if we can't cleanse it. 30% health. It's just nothing but damage modifiers. Yeah, let's see if we can't do this one. It's nothing but damage modifiers right now. Basically, we're playing the classic game. I gotta kill them first. Okay. Okay, we're able to do that. Frenzy and haste. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, 620 corruption on a life build for Sentinel. I think is kind of nutty. Though I know Dread, he did like an electrified healing hands build, like a self-cast smite build with healing hands. He didn't do the ward thing. He just used healing hands for damage and healing. And I think he hit like 650 corruption, so I know it's possible. Highest I hit was like 630 on Void Cleave in the new Monolith system, so I'm kind of getting around my all-time peaks with this Smite Hammer build. Though we might leave this timeline to go farm a few items. Hey, what up, Max? How you doing? How you doing today, Max? What are you up to tonight? What's good, homie? Oh, you went Lich. Hell yeah. The Leech King? I love it. Oh. Okay, let's fight the boss. That's what I'm talking about, man. So, what level is the Leech King? You already like max the level out, push empowered monoliths, doing in-game corruption, king of the leaderboard on arena. Okay, I'm probably being a little hyperbolic there. Are you having fun? You got the Stygian coal? What was the mana issue? Oh, shoot. I ran right into that. Yeah, this unique called Stygian Coal makes drain life be like a gun. I'm 80 at the moment. I am. Also figured out what caused the mana issue. That one. Okay. On multi-strike, there's a node that makes the ornaments proc something from mana. Right, right. Because you were playing Sentinel before and you're having an issue. So, since it was proccing something on multi-strike, it wasn't casting Healing Hands? Because if I remember correctly, you said you were having trouble proccing Healing Hands? Oh, you were on negative mana? Well, let's take a look. Bottom right. Oh, Bog Node. Blade Storm. Multi-strike consumes mana per stack of armament to refresh existing stacks. Okay, so you were using this, and it was not letting you proc Healing Hands? Oh, I gotcha. So when you took this off, it started proccing Healing Hands again. That's bizarre. Okay, let's fight good old Rye again. But you don't lose mana anymore, so you're good. So the neck is useless. Kind of hate the respecking part. Yeah, it could be a little trivial, but I'm glad it's there because you can fully respec. The only thing you can never respec is your mastery, and I think that's fine. Oh, respecing abilities. Yeah, it's. I do consider that a little annoying. Man, Rye. Rye didn't come to play, he came to slay. I respec. I want to see it at the moment, otherwise I forget why I respec. I got you. I got you. Without a plan, you're like, wait, why did I do this? You want to know if the node could work. How much favor do 100, just a casual 155,000 favor. Oh, you're talking about devotion? You're having a hard time keeping your mana low? So, when I do my attacks, it does consume some mana, but it's trivial. What I do to counter that is I use Sigils of Hope. You just keep casting sigils. And that can help keep your mana low. Because honestly, it's going to be annoying trying to keep your mana low with your actual attack. You don't want it. You don't want to do that. You want it to be something else that you can control easier than like, well, I can't do damage. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because sigils don't have a cooldown and they cost 32 mana. And then with my mana regeneration, I can keep it right. I can keep it a little low. Shield Rush costs 50 mana, but let's go spend some favor. Sure, we'll probably kill Argentis at some time. Well, now we gotta really go kill Argentis. Emperor of Corpses. Kill Herod. Okay, we can definitely go kill Herod tonight. Sure. Go kill Centaur Moose Man. What are we in that timeline? Okay. Okay. Blade Storm. Honestly, Max, I would not want to be spending more than I feel like the mana cost is too high. You want to be able to control the mana. Go left up. Victory strikes? Oh wait, no, you said left. Bladed Focus. When you drop below 0 mana, you consume all stacks of armament to restore mana per stack. So you use Blade Storm to keep your stacks up while you have mana, but when you run out of mana, you're then going to consume all of the stacks. You can give it a shot. It feels like you're going to be fighting against yourself. You're trying to maintain stacks, but then when you run out of mana, you're consuming the stacks to get mana back. And since you consume the stacks, you're going to be spending the mana you just got back to try and get your stacks back up. I mean, I personally would not run that, but I also haven't tested it, so I have no idea. It could actually be, like low-key pretty powerful, but I don't see how. The thing is, the only time I've ever used multi-strike is when I was running a Void Cleave build. So what I would be doing is I'd be trying to build up stacks, and then I consume all the stacks to make my Void Cleave just do damage. And then I'd build up stacks again. Void Cleave. One thing you could also do in the skill tree, if you want to go with the mana gain thing, you could take some points in Time and Faith, because when you use multi-strike, if you put 5 points into Time and Faith, you'll be gaining 10 mana per hit of multi-strike. Now obviously 5 points is nothing to scoff at. That can be very useful in some other places, but yeah, 5 points in a Time and Faith could help with your mana, since you're using multi-strike.
Sure. Holy moly. Loot for days. I don't really think it's anything I want, though.
I used to save these because I'd be like, oh yeah, I could sell them. Now they're useless. Well, how about useless? You could still use them for the, like if you wanted to fight the arena champions. I just got so many of those now. 20% increased damage. Okay. I think it works. Oh, it's working out for you, Max? That's what I'm talking about, man. Sure, we'll take the catapult, we'll take the eviscerating, and yeah, we'll... Okay. Relics for days. Three LP Soulfire, sure. Just because it's 3 LP, I don't even know if I'd ever use it. 2 LPs. Oh, a 20 bomb. Oh, which means there's another one of those Erase Sentinels. This is gonna be fun. These two, oh, and they're good rolls. They're good rolls. Nice. Let's just create another tab here. Let's go back to good old Johnny Two Face and create a tab there. Combo works? Hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh, this is... You know what? Yeah, I'll take those. Code of the erase. Well, that was a lot of loot. What'd you say? Hard to get a 2, let alone a 3? I'm at 30 mana constantly. What's hard to get a 2, let alone a 3? You talk about these vortex pennants? Oh. You talk about LP. Well, I mean, we're at 620 corruption, yeah, so hypothetically, LP should be pretty plentiful at this level, hypothetically, unless it's a monolith boss drop, EHG. Golly, man. Like yesterday, I was farming for the Eternal Eclipse. It's a sword that drops from Rye. Rye is the boss of the Black Sun timeline. It dropped like 5 or 6 Eternal Eclipses, which is great because honestly, it hasn't even been dropping the weapon for me. None of them had even 1 LP. 0 yesterday. I was a little salty about that. Yeah, A. There's some tips and tricks for that. I can explain that after I get out of this echo. So yes, the only way to increase corruption is killing Orbis. But some of the tips are kill the boss a few times, push in one direction on your monolith timeline until you start seeing the Orbis platforms that are giving you like plus 10, plus 12. I've even seen them go up to plus 16. If they go higher than that, then that's insane. I rarely see a plus 16. The highest I've seen lately is plus 12, but I know I've seen a plus 16 corruption increase before. And then what you do is if you kill the boss enough times and you build up these stacks of gazes of Orbis, that'll add to bonus corruption. So when you kill Orbis, you'll not only get whatever the platform for Orbis said, which was like, you know, like plus 12, but you'll also gain, we're using plus 12 as the baseline. You'll get plus 12 plus a corruption amount for the gazes. So it's plus 10 per gaze, but I've noticed that when you get to plus 3 and beyond, the corruption increase starts to go down. So let's take a look at this. So right now I have one gaze of Orbis. This is equal to a plus 10 corruption increase. So if you beat a platform and it gives you plus 4, for instance, and I only have one gaze, my next corruption will be 14. But if you have like 2 or 3 of these, if you have 3 of these are equal to 27 corruption, right? So you have a 27, and then you go do a plus 12. You add 12 to that. That is 39 corruption increase. I think that's pretty good. I don't know, like, I don't know if there's a cap on how many gazes you have, but I've noticed that, you know, the first 2 are plus 10 each, but then when you add on a third one, it's only plus 7. I don't recall doing a plus 4 stack. I don't think I've ever done like 5 gazes or beyond. I think I did 4 gazes once. I don't recall how much corruption that was as an increase for 4, but I remember 3 gazes was 27 corruption. So I'll just push in one direction until I can find a platform that gives me like at least plus 9. Though I will say I have gotten to the point where I'll go fight Orbis and then Orbis will just be like, whoosh, just slap me right in the face and I'll die. And what happens is if you die while fighting Orbis, you lose all these gazes. And then I'll fight him again and then I'll beat him. So the last time I pushed corruption with 3 gazes was at 520 corruption. I had 3 gazes, and I think I must have done like a plus 10, plus 12, because it went up to 70, 570. There was a 50 increase. I must have been higher. I must have had 4 gazes. Yeah, I went from 520 to 570. It was something crazy. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Absolutely. Thank you for being here on this Saturday night. We are just doing some prophecies, killing some mobs. The corruption hurts. The corruption hurts. We are not a ward build. We are a life build. So what you see there is what I got. It used to be by default, unless you're running like apostates, you were pretty much by default on Sentinel running a life build. But now that Healing Hands is in the game, I feel like I have to say that now. Like, oh no, I'm not running a ward build. Because Sentinels used to not be known for ward. Yeah, absolutely, eh? Glad I can help, man. Happy farming. Good luck. I'd be interested to hear, you know, what kind of corruption you end up pushing. But take your time with it. Have fun. Hope you get the good loot. Whew. Thought we were cooked there for a second. Sure, we'll take that. Do you push all the timelines? Typically what I'll do, let's say this is a brand new character and I just got to Empowered. I will go to each timeline and I will try and get a grand blessing of whatever I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be like the max rolled grand blessing, but I try to get like a decent grand blessing. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, we can get out of here. So let's say brand new, just got to Empowered. I know in the Spirits of Fire I'm probably going to be looking for armor. I'll go there and I'll try and find like an armor blessing. Once I got an armor blessing, and I'll try not to push the corruption. I'll go there, I'll try and get the armor blessing. Good, got that one done. Then I'll go to Last Ruin. I don't really care too much about Last Ruin, so I hate fighting Elder Gaspar, so I'll basically take whatever I can get. I got lucky with that. I got class specific drop rate. Bam, left it. I haven't been back since. Age Winter, I'll go farm that. I'll try and get the percentage armor increase. Boom. Reign of Dragon, same thing. Depending on what kind of critical strike avoidance you're running, I'm running the one where I got the helmet and the boots. So I don't need the critical strike avoidance blessing from here, so I'll grab all resistance. And I think you get what I'm saying now. You know, go down the list, try and grab what you're looking for. And then figure out which timeline you want to push. I would say one with either a blessing that you're looking for, that you really want to get like the perfect roll on, or one where you don't mind fighting the boss over and over again. So automatically that, for me, that would remove Last Ruin and Ending the Storm. I'd rather fight Lagon than Elder Gaspar, but there it is. So then I'll pick that timeline and I'll push the corruption in that timeline. For me, that's almost always been the Black Sun. I like fighting Raye. He's a fun fight. I like beating him up. I honestly, if I ever got a tattoo, I don't have any tattoos. If I ever got a tattoo, my first tattoo would probably be Raye, because I've made that bird my bitch. I've killed that boss so many times. I've killed that boss so many times. So I'm really used to fighting him, and I'll push the corruption in that timeline. Because what's going to happen is when I'm finally done, like I've kind of hit my max corruption, in this case, let's say where I'm at right now, 600 corruption. Well, let's say I want to go push another timeline. If I go there and I go to fight Orbis in another timeline that has lower corruption than my highest corruption timeline, it'll give me bonus corruption in that lower leveled timeline to try and catch me up to my highest timeline. So it'll be easier to level up the other timelines in terms of corruption. And so then what that will do is, like, let's say, you know, you did what I said before. Like, let's say in this timeline, You only got like a basic grand blessing that you're looking for, but it could be better. Well, since you've pushed this timeline to 600 corruption, it'll be a lot easier to get Spirits of Fire to 200 corruption, where you'll get a wide selection of blessings. See, and that's not bad either. But if you're really looking to push high corruption, I would pick one timeline, push that corruption up, and then if you go back to the other timelines, you now got bonus corruption because you have one timeline with just so much corruption in it. The goal for me would be, push the Black Sun timeline to whatever corruption I'm looking for. In this case, I'm probably just going to keep pushing and pushing until a basic enemy one-shots me. Since we're not running Ward. And this would just be, for me, this would just be a statement, I guess. Yeah, I took Smite Hammers and I pushed it to 700 corruption, 800 corruption. I doubt we're going to get that high, but and then for my other timelines, I'll probably, with the bonus I'm so sorry, folks. With the bonus corruption that I'm going to get in those timelines, I'll comfortably push them into 300 corruption and then probably leave them around there. It'll just be easier for finding better blessing, better drop rates from the bosses, that sort of thing. I don't want to necessarily have every single timeline at 600 corruption. So that's why I say pick a timeline that you either want to get a max rolled blessing or one where you don't mind fighting the boss. I would choose the one where you don't mind fighting the boss a bunch of times. I got lucky with this one because I actually needed a max rolled blessing. Well, not a max roll, but a very high rolled blessing from ending the storm, and I got it. 50% chance to shred lightning. That is max. That means when my hammer hits an enemy, there's a 50% chance I will shred their lightning resistance, which will make my smites do more damage. It's very good. So I got that, and I've not touched this timeline since. What I'll probably end up doing is going back to Spirits of Fire, because this one can go all the way up to 320. Try and get at least 300 on the flat armor, because that's a good chunk of armor. I'm probably never going to go back here. I hate fighting Elder Gaspar. I understand I got my class specific shard drop rate only to 21% out of 30, but since I hate fighting that boss so much, I'm not going back. What I'll probably do after trying to get a better blessing here is farm Fall of the Empire, not because of the blessing, but because of a boss drop. Spirits of Fire bosses are so easy, yeah, so that might be a good contender for farming that timeline. How you doing, CJ? Yeah, you might find that the Spirits of Fire is your timeline that you push corruption in. Yeah, there you go, CJ. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear that, man. You've been lurking. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the lurks. I'm glad that you can be out. You're there playing the game. You got me in the background. That helps me out so much, CJ. I really appreciate it. Thank you. For my build, Spirits of Fire is okay. But what happens is I kill 2 of the bosses, and then, the whole ground becomes, satiated with that necrotic. And the hammers, even though they do have range when they're spiraling, it's really effective if I'm like right in front of them. That way all my hammers are hitting pretty quick. And I find that I kill 2 out of the 3 decently quick, and then the last one is just a game of me trying to run around and hit them. So it's going to be very build specific for me, Rye, my hammers hit him really well. Your Fisher goes crazy in there? Yeah, for sure. That sounds, actually, I like the sound of that. Just summoning your Fisher, big old split in the earth, going crazy, shredding them. That's awesome. For me, my hammers do really well against Rye because he's so big. So I just begin to shred him down. And then I've fought him so many times in beta and since the cycle started. I'm really used to all of his moves because they telegraph everything, but not everybody's used to that. Rye was actually ranked 3rd for the most player deaths because EHG released a little infographic. Oh, Mooey, thank you so much. What was that, Smooey? Smooey, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. You're farming gear for Hammered In? Well, what kind of Hammered In are you going to go? Are you going to do the Smite Hammers like I'm doing? Or are you going to do like a Novad In or a Bleed Hammered In? I just love the fact there's so many different hammer builds out there. There isn't just like the hammer Smite. Yeah, Smite's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. I highly recommend Smite. It farms really fast. I have encountered a few issues, not enough for me not to recommend the build. CJ, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Some of the issues I found on Smite Hammered In is since the hammers go out in a spiral, sometimes there'll be enough of a gap if you're fighting like a skinny target, like let's say the Exile Mages. Sometimes your hammers will miss. It's kind of unfortunate, but against big groups of enemies, it shreds. There's also certain objects in the environment, like a pillar or a wall, and it's not every object, but sometimes there will be objects that eat your hammers. CJ, thank you so much for following on Twitch. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And it can be kind of annoying. I found this to be most annoying in the arena because some of those arena maps, they're small and you'll like have some walls or some statues and they'll just eat your hammers. But for the vast majority of the game, Smite Hammers is just so fun. It's got to be one of my I usually watch on Twitch. You just came up while I was looking at some build videos on YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to do more build guides. People seem to really enjoy the build guides I've put out. So I'm gonna eventually, probably tonight or tomorrow, like in the morning, do a build guide on this. So I use the build guide from Maxroll, but I still like to do a video even when I'm using an established build guide, because I like to show like how attainable is that gear. Because some guides out there, they'll put out a planner, but they never actually found that gear. They'll just be like, this gear is best in slot. Well, sometimes it's really hard to get that gear. So I like to put out a video of what I actually found, and here's the amount of time I put into it. Here's the kind of results I'm getting. Here's a link to my planner. Here's what I actually found. And then here's a link to their guide. That way it'll also have like all the loot filters and all that stuff. Because sometimes some of those builds, they look really great on paper, but it's so hard to gear up that it just ends up not really working out if you're not playing that amount of time. And I think that's helpful. I think people out there like that. Cheap, mid-tier, high-tier. Yeah. So I played Squirrels recently. And the Maxroll guide, it was good. It was very good. But the kind of gear they had on there was just hard to match. I don't even know if I got 50% of what was on there because everything was min-max. And that's kind of the idea. I think that's cool to have like an ultimate version of what that build was supposed to look like. So I played that build for 2 weeks and I'm like, hey guys, I got kind of close and here's the results I was getting. And I think people enjoyed that. I put that out there and I think people enjoyed that. This one, I've actually gotten a lot closer. The way Volca did this guide, it's very well done, you know. Get mana, health. If you can seal something, seal whatever. Mana, health. I unfortunately got strength on this helmet, but that's all good. You're looking for movement speed, probably health, but I went for the armor personally. Volca recommends a Praetorian belt. I personally went with the Spider Silk belt because it gives a lot of good resistances. You don't get the armor, but I think that's okay. Volca actually recommended it was like throwing attack speed or health as the exalted. I took the exalted block chance. I think that's the right play here. I got like nearly an identical relic. It was insane how close I got on the relic to what Volca had in the planner. Shield was pretty close. I got literally a better version of devotion than what he had in the planner. He had a T6 crit strike multi. I got a tier 7 on this one. So yeah. It's a fun build. It is a super fun build. The one thing we got to work on is the reins. That's all. I think they're okay, though. They could be better. Okay, yeah, let's go fight Rye again. Ryan, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I messed that one up. The Spam Lord himself. Oh, he didn't follow his path again. I nearly died. This bird. Okay. So that's 2 gazes now. 25% increased health. I think we can live with that. What you just want to watch out for when you're at like 600 plus corruption is, even though it might seem trivial, try not to stack too many damage modifiers. I know it might be like, what's an extra, 16% or 18% or even 30% damage. Well, if you stack like 3 of those and it's already going with the 642% increase, it hurts, at least in my case. So
stand down or die.
yeah, if you get enough of those, yeah, I got you. The shred armor stacks, man, that hurts. What used to be the bane of my existence was the dodge. In the beta, the dodge stacks, oh my gosh, I would pull my hair out. And then it was later revealed that they actually, at higher corruption, the dodge chance was increased. But you wouldn't see that because all it said was enemies have a chance to dodge. It didn't state like a number. So in the old Monolith corruption system, you take one of those and, like, let's say you're at like 600 corruption or something, the dodge chance they would have would be insane, like 60% or something, and you'd just be missing so much. What do I know about Divine Flare? Not a lot. I don't use it. I know it's popular, especially with the healing hands, because it's just another form of damage. I personally, since I've never used it, I don't really speak on it too much. Make sure we're want to make sure I'm still thinking of the same thing. Feels like an ambush. Yep. Okay. You're asking about Divine Flares, so I believe that's in the Paladin tree. Oh, I'm thinking Divine Bolt. You're saying Divine Flare in the sigils. Casting Sigils of Hope while you have an active sigil consumes it to cast Divine Flare. An explosive. So I was thinking of Divine Bolt, so you're talking about Divine Flare. Explosive spell which deals fire damage to nearby enemies. Consumes your sigil. If I remember correctly, the reason why I don't use this is you only get one sigil. So your one sigil will get consumed by Divine Flare, which is a spell which scales with attunement and increases the spell damage. Divine Flare deals additional fire damage for each second the sigil was active. Okay. Okay, so this only works if you cast Sigil again, so you can time this. Personally, the reason why I don't mess with that is, like, I get extra block chance per sigil and block effectiveness. I get extra endurance per sigil. I get extra damage per sigil. No, it doesn't work on proc. Casting Sigils of Hope while you have an active sigil consumes it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because you're talking about Last Wish. Kill an enemy, you have a chance to summon a sigil. This one specifically says casting. So does this count as casting? That is the question. I'm not sure because this doesn't consume mana. I'm starting to get you. Yeah. Because this doesn't consume mana. This just summons a sigil when you kill an enemy. So what you're hoping to do is to automate it, so to speak. You take this node, and then while you're killing enemies, you have a 6% chance to get another sigil, which would then proc this and consume the sigil that you currently have without you having to actually cast it. You could try it. I've never used it. You also got to think, since that works on killing enemies, when you're fighting like big targets or bosses and there's no other enemies around, you're going to have a hard time getting that sigil to come back. The theory is there. Yeah, it's a theory for sure. But practical, we don't know. Yeah, we're not sure how practical it is. All right, let's keep it going. No, Max, that's why I'm here. I'm here to answer questions for you, man. Don't feel bad. But I typically, like, if you want me to look at something in the skill tree, I typically wait until I'm out of an echo. But so if you don't mind waiting for that, feel free to keep asking questions. I don't think you mind. You seem to understand that if I'm in an echo, then I'll get to you in a moment. It's fun to theory craft like this. And like you said, I play a lot of Sentinel. There's probably bigger Sentinel guys out there than me. I don't know who they are. I know they probably exist. But might as well let my knowledge and information help you out. I get that. 2 seconds not looking. Yeah, yeah. You love to experiment like me. I do like to tinker, for sure. I do like to tinker. Oh, shoot. I think I disrespected his damage. Alright, let's get back to it. That's a +4. So if we go down here, and go down to that one, enemies have a chance to dodge. That'll be annoying, but we can deal with it. It's a +7 increase. Yeah, but we'll still go do the shield one. You never know if you'll get a bashing up on her. honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Yeah. That goes up to a +10. Okay, we can take that.
This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within you. This world urges you. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world.
Oh. I should have run backwards instead. I was like, oh no, let me run past him right into the dots. Oh! Oh man, I almost got cooked.
My shadow will cover this world once more.
Dang, that wasn't even a prophecy. It was just like, let's drop all this stuff. Sure, I'll take a 2 LP. I'll take a 2 LP. Thank you very much. Oh, whoops. Cleaver solution. No LP. No thanks. All right. All right. Oh, what? Oh, it would. Killed by poison puke. There was no. He wasn't vomiting. There was no indicator that he was vomiting. I mean, it did play the sound. Well, there goes 3 gazes down the toilet. Nonetheless, let's go kick his ass, chat. This happens to me every single time. Well, no, not every time. See, that time he did it. Creates very limited windows where we can actually fight this guy. Okay, there's the vomit. Yeah, no indicator. There's the sound. Jeez, that did a ton of damage. So we lost a window. So here's our window of damage. Now, oh, we moved too soon. Okay. There's the vomit. Oh, he vomited again. Okay, there it is. There it is. I think we got him. Yeah. Okay, well, we just pushed corruption. Another Omnis. No, I'm gonna leave that one behind. We already got one LP, plus the rolls on that look bad. We're gonna take it. I just realized. Trophy case. Hey, how many Omnis you get this season? Or this cycle? Look at that. Get a load of that. And there we are. We could have been at 657 corruption, but since we died to... We're not going to show any indicator. It's whatever. It's whatever. 630 corruption's just fine. I don't want to have to slug my way all the way to 700 corruption, though. Is that 3 LP? That is a 3 LP. Sure. Chance to summon a swarm of bees. Goody. You think for a model that big, we'd have actually hit him a few more times. Oh, shoot. I hate it when there's enemies that I have to fight on some form of elevation, because I feel like my hammers get kind of chewed up by the terrain. When they're sitting there on the stairs like that, your hammers will disappear and your DPS gets cut by a lot. Jeez. This might be it for the build, chat. Golly. Well, you know, I probably got a little big for my britches by trying to do one with a 20% damage increase. Well, let's try this one. Okay. Yeah, I was getting hairy there for a second. Oh, basically one shot, just about one shot. We finally cleared that one. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I'm a glutton for punishment, chat. Glutton. Can we get past the doorway eating all my hammers? Thank you. Alright. Okay, so look. You guys wanted an example. And walk through the doorway, all the hammers disappear. An example of terrain eating your hammers. Whereas like right here, our hammers are going through the wall. No problem. But that doorway back there, no way. Let's check some. Be right back, chat. God, I'm back again. I know that was bad, sorry. It was terrible. Okay. Well, let's go fight this guy, you know, whenever we can get a chance. Try and get an Eternal Eclipse.
This despair, oblivion burns within. This world hurts. My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash.
Come back, Rye. Rye, where did you go?
This world
Oh, there you are. You came back.
deny it. My shadow will cover this world once more. Do you think planning these changes anything? This world is already dead.
Yeah, because I want to use a Terror Crown with Smelter's Wrath. Let's eat this little thing of food my wife provided for me, and then let's get back to some grinding. Though I think I might change things up. So we've pushed to 630 corruption. That's fine. I do think I want to spend a little bit of time tonight in Fall of the Empire, kill the boss a few times over there, try to get a Anchor of Oblivion. Excuse me. Should I even go back? Is it worth my time? No. Two-handed spear. Not worth my time. Nope. No. Mega nope. Mortitus the Reach. Honestly, this could possibly be interesting. Let's just save it for the sake of saving it. I need healing. I need you to die, sir. Let me move. I guess that happened. Red Ring of Atlaria? Anything useful? Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. This is quite awkward. Maybe it's time we shorten the names of stuff. I'm so used to at a glance looking at it and be like, oh, eviscerating, that's crit multi, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Kyle, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. No, I will take that, thank you. Hey, a 2 LP cleaver? Let's go. Alright. I might just have to accept my fate and die to those guys. They're doing so much freaking damage. Jeez. Never give up, chat. I will take that. That could be a good hammered in. Not hammered in. Well, yes, but Nova hammered in axe. T7 crit. Yes, sir. Yay. Yeah, I knew it. Like when he flew right up into the corner, I'm like, and I just used my shield rush. I'm like, Ryan, you bitch. Your bar said you're going that way, and you just flew a different direction.
This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it?
Riot? jeez.
This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earth do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. Changes anything. This world is already dead.
Okay, so we can do amulets. Let's just go for the helmet. +4. No. What's going on here? Oh, jeez. Man, all those stuns, bro, those covenants do so much damage. They have such a high stun chance. Oh. Well, we gotta do it. If we want to keep going, we gotta do it.
Down or die.
Oh my god, what happened to my FPS? Get me out of here. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Oh, hey, what up, Coco? Yo, what's going on, man? What's good? How be bike? Bike be good. All through the power of plot twist. Bike be good through the power of plot twist. Realize Coco hasn't been in Bike's stream. Coco had to change that. Ads. Welcome back, Coco. So what are you up to tonight, man? You guys done streaming? You had to bring up pot twist. No, I was saying plot twist, not pot twist. Now that's a twist right there. You had a family party for your niece. I got it. What have I been up to? Just been playing last Epoch. Been having a great time on the game. Just been playing a lot of Paladin. Probably going to be changing things up here soon. Planning on doing a build guide for this whole setup, just so people can follow along, do what I did, or, you know, make it better. Wife's doing good. She just went to bed. She's getting some sleep, but she's doing well. Well, damn. How'd the party go, Coco? Well, mostly for the kids. Went to a place called Kid City, basically a play place where kids can do all sorts of activities, slides, climbing, trampolines, etc. Kids City. That's cool. Then I had Costco pizza for dinner. The Costco pizza is clutch. I don't have a Sam's Club. I have a Costco. Oh shit. What I get for looking at chat. Have you ever had their pizza at Costco? Yeah, multiple times. Sam's Club? No, I don't even think I've been to a Sam's Club in my life. You think Sam's Pizza is better than Costco? Dang. Okay. I hear you. Oh, I got it. Yeah, and Costco's only got the pepperoni and cheese now. They don't do the combo anymore. That combo pizza was lit.
My shadow will cover this world once more. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world ends. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world ends. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world life changes and you deny it. This world is already dead.
Three gazes. Can we beat Orbis? That is the question. I mean, we can beat him, but is he going to kill us with our three gazes? Oh. The entire time trying to get away from the black holes. Oh. Alright guys, I'm going to shut it down for tonight. I'm going to send you guys over to Chuckles. He's a good guy. We rate him a lot. Awesome guy. You guys enjoy your time with Chuckles. Send him our love. Tomorrow, I might be back again tomorrow. It's Easter. I got family coming over. So, if I'll be online, I'll be here. If not, I'll be back on Monday for sure. Anyway, you guys take care. Have yourselves a good one. Catch you later. Catch you later. Catch you later, Coco. All right. Bye, guys. YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut things down. Thank you so much for being here. You guys take care. You guys rock.